Welcome to Glorious Botafogo, your number one source of Botafogo news in English. Botafogo today lost to Fluminense. I was trying to find a way to explain it or to reason, but we've gotten accustomed to beating Fluminense quite a bit. 8 times in a row, and then all of a sudden, for us to lose to Fluminense, it's getting used to. But we lost to Fluminense at the Nilton Santos, and to be quite fair, I think Fluminense could have won by more. Honestly, I don't know how else to say it. They could have won by more. Leo Linke did an amazing save. Amazing save at the end of the match. This could have been a 3-0 win for Fluminense. It's hard to talk about it, but it is what it is. Botafogo lost to Fluminense at Nilton Santos, 1-0, a match that could have been delayed at the very beginning. The referee should have even started the match. I couldn't find my words there. The rain was insane, and shows you how good the drainage at Nilton Santos is. If there's only thing to celebrate today is the drainage at the Nilton Santos. I mean, the team showed some sort of, tactical resilience. They've been applying what they've been working on. It's what we have been seeing from this team along these matches with Anselmi. It's just that today we saw what happened when the team that has the chances, if they convert those goals or those chances into goals. And Fluminense did that today. They only did it one time. And it's the first time Botafogo hasn't scored a goal in 2 matches with Anselmi. Botafogo hasn't been scored in like 3 or 4 matches and got scored today and lost. There's no end in sight for the transfer ban. John Textor and João Paulo Magalhães, which is the president of the social club, they went to São Paulo together to do an audit of the financials that John Textor have presented to get the team out of this transfer ban. We're not sure yet if it's going to get accepted. It's going to take about a week, more or less. What John Textor said last weekend about us being able to get the money and pay the transfer ban, that's no longer going to happen. We're going to have to wait another week. There's players that have been waiting for us to sign. Medina's one of them. Honestly, if Medina comes to Botafogo after all, I'm going to be very surprised. Very surprised. There is a center back from Racing the Botafogo is also waiting to sign, but can't do it because of the transfer ban. There is players currently waiting to be inserted into the starting squad or into the team at least because they can't because of the transfer ban. We're going to lose Cuiabano to Vasco because Nottingham Forest is selling Cuiabano after all. And you can see, you start to raise some questions why Cuiabano left in the first place. And due to the relationship of Marinakis and Textor, you can kind of connect the pieces, kind of connect the dots, which sucks for Cuiabano. It sucks for the player because he got signed by a Premier League team, never got to play 1 minute for this Premier League team, came back, he's going back, and they have no plans of using him because I don't think they had plans to use him in the first place. And now he's back to Rio, back to Botafogo, back to Rio, back to the Brasileirão, but this time for Vasco. And the player did not want to leave Botafogo. The player waited for Botafogo to resolve this transfer ban issue, and we're going to lose him because of that. A player that wants to be here, we're going to lose him because of the transfer ban. It's just it's a very frustrating thing, man. It's very frustrating. But it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. There's still things behind the scenes that are going on. John Textor have said, he kind of tried to explain what happened between him and Dairo Arruda. I don't know what I believe in. We started with promises and those promises haven't been answered yet. They haven't been fulfilled. Another positive thing about today's match, it was the international broadcast to the entire world. So if you were in Brazil, Botafogo TV broadcast the match without the image. But if you live outside of Brazil, you could have watched the entire match at Botafogo TV YouTube channel. The narration was by Cadu Macri. Once again, always doing a phenomenal job. And there are other Botafogo channels now that do the narration live from the stadium. This one was done by Cadu Macri and the team at Botafogo TV, which is a great team. Even though they lost Gabiru, they're still phenomenal team over there. Botafogo will return to playing for the Brasileirão, I think, next. Let me double check here. Actually, Botafogo will play, the next match will be Wednesday, February the 4th, away from home. Away from home versus Gremio. Botafogo and Luis Castro are finally going to be on the same pitch once again, but this time with Luis Castro on the other end. He is the manager there for Gremio, so that will be interesting. And then Botafogo will play Vasco da Gama for the Carioca on Sunday, February 8th. So February 4th, Wednesday, 6:30 against Grêmio, 6:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And then the Carioca versus Vasco da Gama, February 8th, 3 p.m. U.S. Central Time. All you want to do, if you want to see what time the match is in your country, all you got to do is go to Google, type in Botafogo, go to matches, and then it will tell you the exact time. And then Botafogo will meet Fluminense once again. Botafogo will play Fluminense for the Brasileirão this time. It'll be the third round of the Brasileirão, and that will be at 4:30 p.m. Jesus Christ, 4:30 p.m. Thursday, February 12th at 4:30 p.m., which for those that live in Europe is great to get to see that match at nighttime. You have to stay up to 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. But for us in America that are working, we'll probably start the match at work and then drive back home. For those in Brazil, you'll be fine. And then the Libertadores. So there's 1, 2, 3 matches before we get to the Libertadores and play Nacional Potosí, February 18th at 6:30 p.m. If you got here so far, please subscribe, please like. It's very important to support small channels like mine so I can get more news to those that live overseas, and primarily English speaking audience here at Glorious Botafogo. Again, Botafogo and Grêmio. I will miss most of this match. I will probably catch the very end of Botafogo and Grêmio. But as always, I will bring some sort of commentary on this match. If not, I will rely on Tristan Woods here, the new addition to the Glorious Botafogo family, on his insight. And maybe perhaps Tristan can record the video for that one and tell you guys exactly what happened on that one.